So, today we're going to dive into a partnership that, believe it or not, started thousands of years ago around a campfire and is now deciding the future of your career. We're talking about our relationship with non-human intelligence, from the ancient animals that first walked beside us to the artificial intelligence that's now living right on our screens.
I know, right? It sounds like the setup for a really weird joke. An ancient wildcat, a stressed-out teenager, and your entire career path. What on earth could possibly connect all of these things? Well, the answer is actually way more profound than you might think. It all comes down to one word: partnership. Specifically how we humans partner up with other kinds of intelligence. It doesn't matter if it's the biological smarts of a wild animal or the artificial brain that we've built ourselves. This relationship has been and is absolutely going to be one of the most powerful forces shaping our world.
So, let's start at the very beginning, with our oldest partners. We think we know the story of animal domestication, but as we're about to see, it's a whole lot weirder and more complicated than we ever imagined.
Okay, check this out. Because this timeline completely flips the script on the story of the first pet cat in China. For thousands of years, long before the fluffy house cat we know and love showed up from the Middle East, a totally different feline was our neighbor. And when scientists analyzed ancient cat bones, they found it was the native leopard cat. It wasn't drawn to us for cuddles, but for the mice that were getting fat on our grain.
And here's the kicker. This wasn't domestication. It was a relationship of pure convenience. The leopard cat was what scientists call an exploiter, a super savvy opportunist that saw a good deal. It was only way later that the familiar house cat arrived and formed that more classic domesticated bond. And this idea, a relationship based on mutual benefit, not just affection, is a theme that's going to come back in a big way later on.
And look, this ancient connection we have with animals isn't just some dusty old story. It is still having a profound, totally measurable impact on us today, in ways that science is really just starting to get its head around.
So let's fast forward to today, with a really cool study from Japan. Researchers found something pretty amazing. For teenagers, just having a dog in the house significantly cut down on social and behavioral problems. You know that warm, fuzzy feeling you get when you pet a dog? That's not just in your head, it's a real chemical reaction. A flood of what they call the bonding hormone, oxytocin. But the connection might be even deeper than that, like right down to our biology.
So get this. The study suggests that teenagers who own dogs actually have a healthier salivary microbiome. Just think about that for a second. Our animal partners aren't just changing our mood. They might be physically changing our internal ecosystems, our bacteria, for the better. It's a biological partnership in the truest sense of the word. Okay, so from a biological partnership that literally improves our internal worlds, we're going to pivot hard to a technological one that can attack our digital worlds with absolutely devastating results. This is our newest partner, artificial intelligence, and man, it has a serious double edge.
7.24 million. Just let that number hang in the air for a moment. What could that possibly be?
Yeah. This is the dark side of our new partnership. That number? That's how many times a 17-year-old kid in Japan allegedly hammered a company's server using a program he wrote with the help of AI. This isn't just a simple hack. It shows how AI can amplify destructive power on a scale that is just massive. And you have to understand, the tools are only getting more powerful. According to former Google CEO Eric Schmidt, the AI we have today is basically child's play. He predicts that true, self-learning AI is just around the corner. And make no mistake, this isn't some far-off sci-fi future. He's talking about the next 4 years.
So, how in the world do we deal with this? Well, the key, according to Schmidt, isn't to try and outcompute the machines. That's a battle we're just not going to win. The winning strategy is to double down on what makes us human: our creativity, our leadership, our sense of right and wrong. We have to shift from just being operators to being collaborators, pairing our deep knowledge of a field, like, say, medicine or finance, with the incredible power of AI as our partner.
And all of this brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? We've looked at our ancient biological partners and our brand new technological ones. So as we move into the future, we have to decide what these relationships are going to look like, and who, really, is in charge.
This slide really gets to the heart of it all. Our partnership with animals is ancient, it's emotional, it's almost instinctual, right? Our partnership with AI is new, it's logical, and it's built for a specific purpose. You could say one evolved with us, while the other was built by us.
Both are incredibly powerful, but they demand completely different kinds of responsibility from our side.
At the end of the day, this has to be our North Star. As Eric Schmidt puts it, our highest duty is to preserve human agency and human freedom. That means our partners, whether they've got fur or processors, have to serve human goals and human values, not the other way around.
So I'll just leave you with this one thought. From that ancient leopard cat that saw a meal ticket in our grain stores, to the AI that will soon be learning all on its own, our partners are definitely getting smarter. The real question is, are we getting any wiser? Thanks for joining us.